As per predictions, the electric two-wheeler market in India is expected to become one of the largest markets by 2030. Every manufacturer is aiming to secure a significant share of this market as it grows. And to achieve this, companies need to develop products that meet the demands of a broad and diverse audience. Ather is attempting to do just that with their new scooter Rista. But is it practical enough to appeal to a wider audience? That's what we'll find out in this video.
And in the later part of the video, we will talk about Thasu and not Thasu elements about the new Ather Rizta. Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Times Drive English. I'm Ankur Taneja and let's begin the review of Ather Rizta. Now first let's talk about the design and feature that are there in this Ather Rizta. Starting from the front, you get the complete LED setup in the headlamps and the turn indicators and the Ather badging in the front. This is the dual tone version. There are 4 dual tone color options in the Rizta and 3 monotone color options. And you get the body colored mudguard in the front, telescopic forks, and there's a disc brake in the front, but it does not get the ABS feature. It has the combi braking system. CBS is there in this Ather Rizta. The tire size in the front is 12-inch 90 section and the rear tire size is 12-inch 100 section. Moving towards the side, now it looks longer than the usual scooters if you talk about the current ICE scooters or electric two-wheeler scooters that are already there in the market, and that is mainly because of the extended rear section of this Rizta. And over here you get the Rista badging, and this is the top spec variant, the Z variant. There are 3 variant options in the Rizta. The base variant is S and you get the 2.9 kWh battery pack in the base variant. And there are 2 battery pack options in the Z variant. One is the 2.9 kWh battery pack and another is the 3.7 kWh battery pack, which we have today with us. Now the rear section of this Rizta might look a bit awkward to some of the customers that are planning to buy the scooter or some of the customers who are familiar with the design of scooters, and that is because of the extended rear end of this scooter. And you get the LED setup and a sleek tail light and the turn indicators and the Ather badging in the rear. And there's this backrest for the pillion, which you only get in the Z variant, not in the base variant, which is the S. The seat here looks quite big and offers good amount of space for both rider and the pillion over here. Now let's talk about the instrument cluster, the screen that is over here, the 7-inch digital color display that Ather is offering in this Rizta. So only the Z variant gets this 7-inch color TFT display, which comes with the Google integrated maps and the WhatsApp notification feature. And there are also some other features that are only there in the Z variant and in this screen. But in the base variant, you get the deep view display and not those features. There are a couple of other features that Ather is offering in the top spec or the mid variant of this Rizta. Apart from that, the information that you get over here is the range, battery percentage. There are 2 driving modes, Smart Eco and Z, and you can switch between those modes from here. And you get the Bluetooth connectivity option, motor turn off, turn on notification, side stand indicator, high beam, low beam, and this SC means skid control feature that is there in this Rizta. Apart from that, there's these icons. From here you can operate your Google Maps and you can see the list of connected devices with the scooter, document storage, vehicle details, and in settings you get to see the Bluetooth turn on, turn off option, display adjustment options, and there's this feature called Magic Twist, which I really liked. And in the vehicle settings, there's the option of turning off and turning on some of the features that are there in the Rizta. Apart from that, on the left side of the handlebar, you get to see the high beam, low beam, and the joystick to control the screen over here and turn indicator, horn switch. And on the right side, there's this reverse mode button. There's dedicated button to switch between different modes and the ignition switch at the bottom. Now the boot space that is there in this Rizta is around 36 liters, and there are a couple of cool features in the Rizta, and one of them is this bag which you can fit in the boot of this Rizta. You can buy all your groceries stuff, all of them in here, and carry this bag along with you once you reach home. So this is one of the features that is there in the Rizta, and there is no separate dedicated USB charging slot in the front section. You have to keep your phone in the boot to charge it. Now this is what you get in terms of design and feature in the Ather Rizta. Now we have with us today is the top spec variant of this Rizta, which comes with a 3.7 kWh battery pack, which offers around 4.3 kilowatt peak power and around 22 Newton meters of peak torque. Now let's move forward and talk about the performance, comfort, ride and handling part of this Ather Rizta.
In terms of performance, Ather Rizta is not as quick as the performance-oriented electric scooters, but it's fast enough to make a family rider feel safe. The overall ride quality is balanced and maneuverability is good. The suspension setup and the seat cushioning provide a comfortable ride. Although it does not have ABS, the brakes work well at both high and low speeds. One feature I particularly liked is the magic twist, where turning the throttle backward activates a regenerative mode. At certain speeds, you won't need to press the brakes separately and it works perfectly. And features like traction control add an extra safety element to the scooter.
Now let's talk about the Dhasu and not so Dhasu elements about the Ather Rizta. First, let's talk about the not so Dhasu elements. First in that list is the missing option of USB charging port in the front section of this Ather Rizta. And the second not so Dhasu element is the rear design. Now some might like it and some might not, but this is what you get in terms of rear design in the Ather Rizta. And the third not so Dhasu element about the scooter is the plastic quality over here at the handlebar, which is not so good. Now let's talk about the Dhasu elements of this Ather Rizta. Apart from the rear end, the overall design, the fit and finish is really good, and I really like the front end and the side profile of this Ather Rizta. The second Dhasu element is about the screen, the 7-inch color display that is there in this Rizta. The visibility is really good, and there are lots of features that Ather is offering in this instrument cluster. And the third final Dhasu element about the scooter is this bag, which you can fit in the boot of this Ather Rizta, which will actually act as a problem solver for many two-wheeler customers.
So what's the conclusion? The ex-showroom price of Ather Rizta starts from 1.10 lakh and goes up to 1.45 lakh for the top end variant. The only odd thing about the scooter is the rear design. So to accommodate a seat and boot suitable for a family scooter, Ather may have compromised in this area. However, a family scooter with a smaller seat and boot would have been impractical. So if you can overlook this aspect, the Rista won't disappoint you as a family scooter.